family members, siblings, and friends. I'm Sarah, and this is Mark, and we are proud to present to you the Crossroads College Prep Class of 2023.
Now we invite Ellen Rostand, Chair of our Board of Trustees, to begin our ceremony.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Sarah. Welcome, everyone. I'm Ellen Rostand. I'm the proud parent of two Crossroads graduates. Sam Feiner, who just graduated last year. No, Sam. And Jake, who joined me today, and he just graduated from college. And time flies so fast, and it feels like it just gets faster every day. It is my honor today, on behalf of the trustees, to welcome you all to the class of 2023's graduation ceremony. This is a very special day and a significant milestone for everyone here. To our graduates, your time at Crossroads has been a special time of growth and discovery that has given you a strong foundation for your next chapter, whatever that may be. It's been hard work, it's been exceptional work, and you did it. And you didn't do it alone. You have had the unwavering support and dedication of the school's faculty and staff, your families, and in typical Crossroads fashion, you've had the support of each other. So at some point today, please take a moment to thank those who have encouraged you along the way. We are excited about what you've accomplished, optimistic for your future, and we know you will make the world a better place in important ways, large and small. So graduates, as you start your next journey, please remember the following. Be equitable, just, and inclusive. Stay smart and good. Speak up and speak out. The world needs your unique perspectives. Stay courageous, curious, and kind. And I can't stress the kind part enough. Stay connected to each other, to the school, to your community, whether that be St. Louis or someplace else. Give your time, your talent, and hopefully one day your treasure to the causes, issues, and organizations that are important to you. As we approach our 50th year, we hope Crossroads will be in that mix because as graduates, you are part of our legacy and your ongoing engagement and future support is so vital. And finally, as a forever member of the Crossroads community, please know you will always be seen and supported, known and needed. In closing, we are thrilled for you and we cannot wait to see what the future holds. Enjoy today, enjoy this very special moment. So now I would like to introduce Student Council President, Trudy Moore.
As Student Council President, today I am honored to represent the senior class in thanking an essential group of people. Firstly, thank you to Ellen Rostand and the other members of the Board of Trustees for their dedicated work on behalf of Crossroads. Crossroads would not be the place it is without the continuous support from the faculty and staff. Throughout our years here, we have undoubtedly been pushed to be compassionate, thoughtful, hardworking, ambitious, and much more in and out of the classroom. And we truly could not have done it without the faculty and staff here. We thank you for supporting us in every way possible and for helping us grow into the people we are today. Another special thank you to our wonderful co-heads of school, Mark Norwood and Sarah Pearson-Will, who will now deliver their message for the class of 2023. Thank you.
How's the volume?
For years, students and teachers exist in the day-to-day of school. Get to my next class on time, get this essay done, keep up my energy until spring break, ask another actor to help me run my lines, get someone to open the cafe, come in for extra help before that chem test. See if coach can help with more drills, get someone to bring me a coffee in the morning, and then, all of a sudden, the days have passed. And you find yourself up here. And all those moments, those steps along this path are done. And you have arrived. And you are ready. But it was fast.
Parents, grandparents, loved ones, perhaps you remember the moments when time seemed slower. When your person took a first toddling step and you caught it on film. When an afternoon in a park with your little person in a stroller was long and lazy. When laughter bubbled out of them over almost anything. When a popsicle was the epitome of joy. When snuggled up, reading a book together seemed like a nighttime routine that would never end. And all those moments, all those steps along the path are behind you. And now you're seeing your lovely, unique person up here, balanced on the edge of adulthood, ready to step out and up and on. But it was past.
Let's take a moment then, together, to slow time. Let's dwell here and pause. Parents and loved ones, accumulate the 18 years that have led us here. Like a path through an unfamiliar wood or the tail of a comet, and see all of those days and moments in this person in front of you.
And graduates, take a minute, please, to think about the people out there who are here for you, who have given you their time, their hands, their half-eaten ice cream cones, their Band-Aids, a good portion of their paychecks, and their love so you could be here. See all of them in you.
Think of all the times they supported you, and the times they challenged you to think more deeply, to reason more carefully, to consider more perspectives than your own, to give back and be of service to others. Think about how you have grown both your heart and your mind with the help of those gathered here today, whether they be family, friend, faculty, or staff.
Today we put a bow on your time at Crossroads. The fabric of who we are is woven from these 19 souls. Crossroads was the warp and you the weft, each of you with a gift, a color, a texture, a tone that made Crossroads who we are, made us whole. And we thank you for those gifts. Each has been a blessing. And now, in the words of the adults in the building who have cared for and seen all of you.
Barago. Barago is as relaxed as they come, steady and unflappable. He brings his own sense of style and poise to everything. He is an artist and a deep thinker, making the community calmer, kinder, and cooler.
Miles is thoughtful and acts carefully with an appreciation of others. He's a conversationalist who looks for connection, putting others at ease with his skater dude California vibe. Miles sees problems differently, and he may well be more practical than all the rest of us.
Trudy. Trudy is dramatic in all the right ways. A room-brightening person, alive with light and an incredible range of talents. She is loyal and trustworthy, and she puts 100% into everything she does. She has given so much to Crossroads.
Spencer is that rare blend of playful and dedicated, joyful and driven. He lights up a classroom and a soccer pitch with talent and with humility. People are his North Star, and he cares for everyone around him.
Georgia is amazingly strong, but she has no need to put it on display. We see her strength in the classroom and in the community writ large. She is an artist with words, and she has never met a stranger, smiling equally brightly for all.
Maya has personality plus. She leads in class, on courts, in affinity groups, in student council. She is as dedicated to the success and happiness of her classmates as she is to her own. She is joyful through and through.
Sarah pushes herself consistently to bring her best to her academics and her activities, all while working happily to embrace everyone around her. A leader on the court and on the stage, Sarah is kindness incarnate.
Jasmine radiates confidence and deserves to. She puts her nose to the grindstone and she works hard every day. She is also honest and strong, even when conversations are hard, willing to share her opinion, leading this community with her integrity.
Trey is charismatic. His smile and respectful consideration warms the offices and halls, classrooms, and fields. He believes every interaction has the potential for a deep connection. Trey's strong sense of purpose and artistic eye will carry him forward.
Hannah is our globetrotter. She is kind, sentimental, and wise. She is unassuming, all while working her butt off to succeed in school and on the stage. She seeks joy in the everyday, steadily upbeat and optimistic, inviting others to be the same.
Nick is a force. He is passionate and brave and determined with a voice that belongs on radio. With dry wit and incredible creativity, he has shaped Crossroads in its classrooms with his art and with his poetry.
Tate is introspective. Tate has empathy and dedication. His work for justice, especially for those under-recognized, is a reminder to the rest of us. He is sensitive and thoughtful, and he can make everyone laugh, leading the way with gentleness.
Hanan smiles readily and laughs quickly, and under it all, a river runs deep. He is a unique thinker, often seeing what others do not. With art, he has given us beauty and food for thought. He is super creative, a mad genius.
Julian has grown to take on a level of responsibility we all admire. Julian comes alive on the court, and this year he gave this gift back to us with the middle school. He has a clarity of purpose and a comfort with himself. He is a mechanical master in the making. Sophie has a strong sense of self and a strong sense of justice.
She is passionate because she knows the topics matter. She cares about hearing others and being heard, handling even difficult topics with ease, and her laughter can fill a room.
Ellery. Ellery has a ubiquitous smile. He is a happy Buddha, lover of projects and community, one of the creators of Tea Time. He is also kind and patient. His passion is infectious, but he is never brash. He is also very smart. Don't let the quiet demeanor fool you.
Jackson. Jackson, the other creator of Tea Time, is a pure soul, sweet, smart, loyal, and smooth. Both capable and humble, strangers appeal to Jackson only as potential friends. So impressive, we believe the world is his oyster.
Keaton. Keaton has a great sense of humor, but he is ready to turn it down and get to work, impressing us with his very sharp mind. Do not mistake Keaton's confidence for bravado. His blend of warmth, wisdom, fearlessness, and sincerity will open the heaviest of doors.
Hobie. Hobie has a real desire to learn for learning's sake and to do meaningful work in the world and for others. She is creative, curious, and kind, loving her friends and big ideas. She uses her poetic power for the good.
The horizon is brighter with these young people headed that way. It is smarter, kinder, hopefully more civil, certainly more beautiful. And today we honor each of them for the roads they have walked, for the tools they have acquired, for the colors they have painted with, and we look with joy and optimism at our future with them in the driver's seat.
Congratulations.
Class of 2023.
Now we will hear an original spoken word by Nick Merlo and Hobie Wolf.
Hello. I'm Nick, and this is Hobie, and today we're going to be performing for you a original spoken word piece.
It's called For Old Time's Sake. We have had, I guess is a better word, exactly 16 seasons of high school. Summer, fall, winter, and spring 4 times. The repetition made me feel like I had an infinity stretching before me, highlighted in shades of green, red, yellow, and white.
The porch light sways with an awful groan beneath an awning. A swarm of moths disturbed with each movement shouting down the street. All of this available from my window, my own personal show, a taste of my city. Today it is hot. Oppressive and all-encompassing, the kind of heat that encourages the usage of a hose as a drinking fountain, the kind that encourages naps, the kind that makes you stand still, giving you more hours to do nothing and remember.
Sometimes, when it's hot, I feel like I sweat so much that I'm peeling back layers upon layers of myself like a candle neglected on the kitchen table. I may melt the layers back and be 7 again, hiding in a clump of black-eyed Susans, watching my dad and brother practice baseball.
Cobblestones, almost perfect fits against one another, have become as hot as the sun. My flip-flops forgotten on the other side of the pool. The pain, however, is worth the relief when you step into the water for the first time in a while.
I'm too big for that flower patch.
And too small for any of the sweaters in my closet.
Sometimes as the seasons change, I feel like I'm trying to catch up and I don't know how to ask them to slow down.
The leaves on this hill are changing. And I don't recognize these forests anymore. The geese have flown away and everything seems to change. Falling away in a blaze of orange and red.
Wait for me, I promise I'm coming. I had a sheet of stickers as a kid full of colors, reds, blues, and yellow Lisa Frank, I think. I loved them so much, enough that I never once used them. And 14 years later, I'm tearing my room apart trying to find them. It's like they never existed at all.
Oaks. Rejoice in their decay, pounds of life fluttering in a rain of renewal. On these days, a walk requires a jacket and a porch requires a pumpkin. The sun becomes shy. The world grows somber.
Sometimes, now, when I look out the window, it all looks so different. Like the city grew up before I had a chance to, and now I'm trying to catch up. The first time I learned about geese flying south for the winter, I cried. How are they going to find their nests again? What happens if they can't find the same forest? My teacher responded instead, but what happens if they stay? Geese won't survive the winter here. They leave to survive, but they will always find their way back home.
The snow has begun falling. Frosted hands ring themselves in front of a fireplace. Holiday music plays softly. The couch on my first floor, its plush feel beneath the part of my leg exposed by my too small pajamas. Perhaps if I stay for one more minute, I'll see my anticipation become a reality.
Every time it snows,
The beginning of frost.
I would wake to the sight of a blank world.
Clouds of crystal and
An
dust.
Etch-a-Sketch shaken too hard.
As if everything has meant nothing.
As if everything had the chance to start again.
Today, the snow sits upon itself, waiting to be played in.
That makes me smile, and yet the sight of my parents' footsteps through it sends me plummeting into a fit of rage. Little did they know that by waking up early to shovel the path for me, they had ruined my chances at a fresh, unblemished snow angel. Sometimes, growing up feels like seeing footsteps through the snow only to be swept away the next second, like realizing you've missed the chance for something important without even realizing it.
New growth beneath a strengthening sun. Tendrils and vines, the ivy creeping along the concrete wall at the edge of your backyard. Leaves encircling the broken bottles and cigarette butts in the alleyway. Walks require shorts and an umbrella. You never know if rain is about to come. But the green is back, and isn't it worth getting wet for all that?
Somewhere in my backyard, buried beneath the dirt, is the remnants of a sandbox. In this sandbox, about 10 years ago, I buried my sister's favorite Barbie. I told myself to unbury it after she went to college about 2 weeks ago, a few days before she becomes a sophomore and comes home for the summer. I remembered this promise to myself. By then, the ivy had taken over the area, and I told myself, it probably isn't even still there anyway. I wonder how many times have I broken a childhood promise to myself?
Today is a day I will remember. The shock I felt seeing my entire life stretching before me. Today I knew what it meant to fear change. To ask for only a few more minutes in which I could inhabit this house, in which I could be blissfully ignorant.
As I've gotten older, I've put a lot more time into thinking about geese. I've convinced myself they must have some thread in their heart tugging them home once the weather warms again, that somewhere in their chest is a compass that will always point them back home, because otherwise I still don't understand how they all know that one day it's time to come home.
One fall, I was sure I was going to be a professional chef.
And by spring, I was trying to convince my mom that being a professional garden was actually a real thing.
Sometimes I wonder how to forgive myself for all the things I did not become.
It's summer again. And 16 is a much smaller number when I think about it.
16 is a much smaller number after I've lived it.
Sometimes when I look out my window, I see kids playing in the leaves, the snow, the flowers. And I wonder when I stopped trying to find that Barbie, or the last time I made a snow angel. It seems everything means more once you've outgrown it. I hope one day soon you'll feel a tug on your heart.
From a string that stretches a long way.
That one day soon you'll notice a compass tucked between your ribs pointing back here to a place you call home. That one day soon 16 can begin again. Thank you.
Thank you.
As we slowly shuffle our mic stands back to where they were before, we're gonna welcome Jackson Turnage to the stage.
Hi. My name is Jackson Turnage, and being here with this group of seniors behind me is no small joke. These people are truly incredible. They seem to be inspirations in everything they do, from the way they put their all into their sports, both cheering on their teammates and helping others learn how to play, to the way they create beautiful forms of self-expression in art, dance, and theater, to the passion they put into their studies and interests day after day, to the new and interesting conversations they spark just by sharing their thoughts, to even how they challenge the world and environment on a daily basis to recognize the wisdom, beauty, and strength that they and others hold. These people truly care about the world and people around them, something that I think is both rare and inspiring. Each of the people behind me are incredibly special, and I know that they are some of the most creative, innovative, hardworking, talented, kind, funny, selfless, compassionate, intelligent, and best people I will ever have the pleasure of knowing. Together we have worked hard to discover more about who we are. We've made new memories, formed deep bonds, challenged one another to become better, struggled through life's challenges, and together we have grown from just a small class of 19 strangers stuck in a school to a family that truly loves, supports, and cares about one another. I can safely say I would not be who I am today if not for the people behind me, and for that I'm so grateful for them to be a part of my life. So, now it's time for this chapter in our lives to close. We are moving on to change the world for the better, become leaders and creators who want to make the world think, but know that no matter what, we will always carry the lessons we learned here with us. We will always be connected to one another through our memories here, even after most of us have become rich, famous, successful, and or happy. We have grown to become incredible people, and now it's time for us to show the world who Crossroads and each of us have shaped each other into. So on behalf of the class of 2023, thank you, Crossroads. It's time for us to shine. I'd like to open up our next speaker, Tate Morgan.
Thank you, Jackson, and thank you to the faculty, staff, students, and families of Crossroads. I think many of my classmates here today are expecting to hear a speech with the usual humor I often bring to conversations, but I want to express a side of myself that I don't always choose to share. We are gathered to celebrate the accomplishment of graduating high school, and a lot of times, when we talk about success in these moments, academic achievements are the focus. How many AP classes you've taken, your GPA, what college you were accepted to. Spoken of less frequently, though, is how we connect with ourselves and others. Oftentimes, in the race for traditional accomplishments, we miss out on opportunities to check in with ourselves and others to determine if what we're really chasing is what we need. We spend a lot of time striving to meet all these external expectations, but I want to challenge myself and each of you to prioritize honoring your most authentic selves. For me, that means knowing my voice deep down and trusting it, in everyday moments and in profound ones. It's setting boundaries for myself and time, realizing who is good for me and recognizing I'm not willing to give others what they think I'm in exchange for. Like not giving into humor for the sake of belonging to a group that doesn't value authenticity in the first place. I have been in many positions in this path to achievement where I feel the need to perform for others. And the more I do, the less I feel connected to who I really am. So something I plan to carry with me into this next chapter, and one I challenge us all to, is to push past the temptations of prioritizing external accomplishments and the approval that comes with it. And to recognize that with every achievement, the deeper success is found in the listening and valuing of our own voices and that of others. It's these deeper connections that will bring the most lasting sense of fulfillment, and that is what I'm hoping we all achieve. Thank you. I'm now introducing my forward.
Thank you, Jake. I am so grateful to share the stage with the class of 2023. Now sure, some of our high school experience was taken by COVID, but it has still been filled with great memories. Some may be sad that we missed the end of our freshman year, but I think I only hold resentment over the idea that we never got to go to Six Flags for physics class. Cliff, if you wanted to plan a trip over the summer, I'm sure none of us would oppose it. And besides the absence of that amusement park experience, COVID brought some good things. With coffee, Netflix party, endless minutes of Just Dance. But one of the best things it brought to me personally was my passion for documentaries. And I want to publicly apologize for my classmates sitting behind me, because I don't think a day passed throughout senior year that I didn't mention the phrase, I watched a documentary about that. And I want to give Jasmine a quick shout out for sitting next to me in AP Psychology, while I somehow managed to relate every topic in that class to the history of LSD. And I want to thank my teachers for letting me take precious class time to talk about my documentary findings. It has been a blast getting to know everyone sitting on this stage. Being able to not only spend time with everyone, but see everyone's growth since I've met the class as freshmen has been one of the greatest pleasures of my high school career. Though Keaton got the senior superlative, changed the most since 9th grade, I'm rather proud to say that I think we've all changed for the better. Trudy switched from her slick back ponytail, and I finally got rid of my ramen noodle hair and aggressive side part. Credit to Keaton, as he did grow a few inches, but I'm sorry to say I will always mention that I beat him in a 1v1 basketball game at the freshman year camping trip. And though I'm sure he was humbled, we have all had our humbling moments. I want to go back to freshman year PE when Tate absolutely broke my ankles to the point where I fell and laid on the gym floor in embarrassment. Another poor PE class moment is Ellery nailing Hobie in the face with the ball during a kickball game where her nose started bleeding for quite some time. Hobie, I hope your nose is feeling okay now, and I'm sorry if none of us asked you if you were okay. However, you couldn't help but laugh. If I were to give all the seniors my own superlatives, it would go something like this. And I'll go in alphabetical order, starting with Barago Vega. Barago, with biggest trooper, as he gave up hours of his time to watch countless episodes of Glee with Georgia, Fiona, and me. Whether it was done by choice or not, now that's a different story. Barago also gave one of the best debates on why the Department of Agriculture is the most important, with nothing but a bag of potato chips. Next up is Miles Clinton. And Miles, I think you would have to battle it out for the ultimate title most changed since 9th grade. But I thought about giving you best taste in movies, but you clearly do not deserve that title after you turned off one of the greatest films of all time, Madagascar 2. Trudy Rose Cohen, your superlative would have to be, most likely a secretly have telepathy, because every day I looked at you and you somehow knew exactly what I was thinking. I think a similar superlative would have to go to Spencer as well. Spencer, I never fail to give eye contact and know exactly what you're thinking. Georgia French, your superlative would have to be most supportive, because no one stood by my side like you when I publicly admitted during AP Gov that I didn't know what Watergate was. Again, Shadi, sorry about that one. I think I know now. Sarah, I'd have to give you most true to yourself, because not a day has gone by that I said to myself, Sarah's acting a little different today. It has been a pleasure to see you treat every single person on this stage with kindness and respect, as getting to see you in your truest form on the theater stage. Jasmine Hughes, your superlative would have to be most talented, because no one performed at the freshman year talent show like we did with Moment of Truth from the Disney Channel original movie, Let It Shine. And I'm sorry everyone, we would love to share our rap talents with you on the stage today, but when they asked for graduation performers, I'm not so sure that's what they meant. And Trey, I think you would have to battle it out with Miles for the ultimate title of most likely to be late to graduation, because you're the only person I know who can live 30 seconds away from school and somehow still be late on the first day of senior year. And I'm gonna give you most grateful, because I've never seen someone so excited when I give them my leftover Starbucks ice. I'm also so grateful that you wait to chew it until we're apart from each other so I don't have to hear the sound. It's always appreciated. Nick and Jackson, I'm gonna do you guys together with most admirable, because I give you both so much credit for never visibly having senioritis. I mean, seriously, you guys kept it kicking from beginning to end, and I really don't know how you did it. Tate, I think I'm just gonna give you the funniest, because no one lights up the room with laughter like you do during AP Psychology. You're so funny to observe with your little mannerisms that you share with your family, and the way you stand a 6'7" Tate Morgan over people who are standing 5'6" during the basketball games. Hanan gets best cook, because no one makes paella like him. He came into Spanish class one day with a dish of paella, which contained lots of flavor and crunchy rice. Hanan, I admire your creativity, as I've never had paella with crunchy rice before. Everybody's so creative. Julian, I think yours is rather obvious with biggest car guy. And I would say I get confused on which cars are yours, because you have so many, but they all have your own personal touch. I can also always hear them as you rev your engine in the school parking lot. I don't know what that means in the car world, but from what I hear, it's impressive. Sophie, this one might sound weird, but you get most impressive, and I say this because there was one specific moment which occurred in AP Gov, where you made the most interesting sound I've ever heard with your mouth. I would ask you to repeat that sound in front of everyone right now, but I could never ask you to create such a comical moment under pressure. We laughed and were a little disruptive, but I felt a sense of security when Shadi agreed that that sound was worth laughing for. Ellery, you get none other than most carefree for multiple reasons. Here's a quote that you said that I live by sometimes. I get dressed in the morning and I see the first shirt and first pair of pants I see and I put them on. I look in the mirror and I don't care. I said to you, how are you feeling about the math test today? Which you responded, we have a test today? Now Keaton, yours is a little special, because for most people I'll do best blank or most likely to. But for you, I have to go with worst basketball player, just to brag one more time that I beat you at the freshman year camp. I mean, sure, you were 5'3", but I still think you should hand over that all-conference award. Congrats, by the way. And finally, Kobe Grable. I would like to give you best gift giver, because it felt like once a week you came in with a new trinket for everyone. People enter my car complimenting the little gifts that you've gotten me. And the thing about it is, there isn't just one or two. They compile, and I don't know how you do it. You have a place in your heart for everyone. It has been my pleasure to share these memories with all of you about the class of 23. And I'm so very excited to see how you all live out your handcrafted superlatives from yours truly, Maya Fuller.
Thank you, Jackson, Tate, and Maya. We'd like to invite our Senior Advisor and Athletic Director, Bob Beatrice, to introduce the graduates as they receive their diplomas.
go, guys. Barago Sol Beya. Miles Richard Clinton. Trudy Rose Cohen. Spencer Childs Derlick. Georgia Anna French. Maya Ruth Fuller. Sarah Rebecca Herzog. Jasmine Hughes. Roger L. Humphreys III. Hannah Rose John. Nicholas Merlot. Mason Morgan Jr. Hanan Shalev Nathan Slarsky. Julian Bracken. Sophia Lynn Thomas Sire. Ellery Bennett Steinbach. Jackson R. Turnage. Keaton Isaiah Whitney. Hobie Gray Wolf. Family and friends, let's give a big round of applause for the Crossroads graduating class of 2023.
Hello graduates, family, and friends. My name is Sophie Cohen and I am an alumna from the class of 2020. I want to begin by saying congratulations! I remember when I graduated, it was an important celebration after years of hard work. And of course, I'm excited to see my sister Trudy graduate today. I'm here today on behalf of the many graduating classes that came before you. The alumni community of Crossroads College Prep is a diverse one, living and working all over the world. Today, you officially join that community. Graduates, would you please stand? At this time, please move your graduation tassel from the right to the left.